The View yesterday. Yes, The View. It involved Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. I think they were there talking about a movie that the two of them have just done. Good for them that they're still happy and working and doing work that they love. But yesterday they were talking about abortion in what Jane Fonda said was utterly reprehensible. Now, this is about a minute long, and the most important words she utters are at the very end. Fortunately for us, she repeats that word at the end. See if you are as outraged about this as I am. Jane Fonda on The View yesterday. Take a listen.
We have experienced many decades now of having agency over our body, of being able to determine when and how many children to have. We know what that feels like. We know what that's done for our lives. We're not going back. I don't care what the laws are. We're not going back.
I think the women will rise up.
That's the activist.
That's Jane
speaking, and she probably will get a Nobel Prize.
But it's the truth.
Very soon.
It is the truth. We're not going to do it.
Besides marching and protesting, what else do you suggest?
Well, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a miraculous. What did you say?
Murder.
She's kidding. Wait a second. She's just kidding.
Don't say that. That's
you don't know. They'll pick up on that and just run with it.
Worst.
She's just kidding.
Well, let me talk to you about.
Murder. I guess she's suggesting murdering who? Supreme Court justices who overruled Roe versus Wade, police and health officials who would enforce laws preserving, protecting, and defending the lives of babies in the womb. I don't know exactly who she was saying should be murdered. When one of the other ladies on the program suggested she was just kidding, she didn't respond verbally, but you saw the look on her face. You can interpret that look however you want. I interpret it to mean that she was not kidding. We've been through this before. The Supreme Court invalidated Roe versus Wade because it says abortion is either a criminal matter or a health matter, and crimes and health are to be regulated by the states. Supreme Court also says that this is an area that should be regulated by the states because it always was regulated by the states until Roe versus Wade came along. So if you want to live in a society where the government advertises abortions, where the government pays for abortions, where abortions are legal up to the moment after birth, come to New Jersey. If you want to live in a society where babies in the womb are protected, where their mothers can't hire doctors to slaughter them, go to Montana or South Carolina. You can vote with your feet. Unfortunately, the baby can't vote with her feet. She is utterly subject to the whims and wishes of the mother. I'm making this argument as someone who believes that the baby in the womb is a person, and that under the 14th Amendment, the states are required to give equal protection to all persons. So if they protect postnatal persons from murder, as all of them do, they have to protect prenatal persons from murder as well. Why do I say the baby in the womb is a person? Not because I am Catholic and the Catholic Church teaches that, but because the baby in the womb has human parents and has all the genomic material in her tiny little 1-cellular, 2-cellular body to develop fully into a postnatal, living, independent human being. And the government is required to protect that life. That's not what the opinion in Dobbs, which overruled Roe, says. The Justice Samuel Alito opinion, the one that infamously and mysteriously was leaked from somewhere within the Supreme Court about a month or two before it became the law of the land. That opinion makes no judgment on whether the baby in the womb is a person. That opinion says the feds, the Congress, and the federal courts have no jurisdiction over abortion. So when Chuck Schumer and company and Joe Biden and company say we're going to introduce legislation to codify Roe versus Wade, that legislation is DOA because the Supreme Court has ruled that the feds have no jurisdiction whatsoever. The states do. New Jersey didn't codify Roe versus Wade. It went even farther, as did New York and California and Illinois. And Montana, South Carolina, Texas went in the other direction, the direction of protecting innocent human life. But I thought everyone should see what I saw on The View and how far and how dark and deep down a hole the anti-life, the pro-abortion argument has become. If you're waiting for Matt Van Dyke from Ukraine, he's just a couple minutes away. More as we get it. Judge Napolitano for Judging Freedom.